You guys, I'm so excited. So I actually have two sourdough starters, or the beginning of starters. I have this one, which is the traditional one, which I'm using an all-purpose flour for. And so you can see the rubber band is where it was at last night. I refeed the starter every 24 hours, and here's where it's at now. So it has not quite yet doubled. However, this one right here, look at this one. So this is the one that I'm adding 1:5 ratio. So 1 part of the starter to 5 parts of water and 5 parts of flour. I'm using whole wheat flour on this one. And I would say that that's definitely doubled. So if we can do that 3 days in a row, then this starter will be considered to be active. This starter right here, I'm doing a 1:1 ratio. So 1 part starter to 1 part water to 1 part flour. So I had read that if you use a whole wheat flour, that it can activate the starter and get it going a little faster. So I'm trying it with this. That also means I'm feeling real good about this starter, which is using the all-purpose flour, which is unbleached. I'm feeling real good about this starting in the next couple of days as well. So the house is cold. So we have lost all heat in the house on the main floor due to the fact that I have a bad motherboard on my furnace. So it's cold in here. It ranges in anywhere between 57 and 58 degrees. And so it's pretty cold. So the starter is supposed to be at 75 degrees. Like we're well over 30 days. And I knew that this was going to take longer because of the cold nature of the house. But I'm excited because I feel like we're gonna get real active starter soon. So what I'm gonna do again is I'm gonna take an empty jar, zero out my scale. I'm gonna put in 50 grams of water. This is on milliliters, we want grams. 50 grams of water. Okay, and then we're going to take 50 grams of the King Arthur unbleached all-purpose flour, and we're going to put in 50 grams of this. Okay, so that's 50 grams, and then we're going to take 10 grams of this starter that we're trying to get going. Mix it up, and put in 50 grams of this. So it is still a pretty thick consistency, which is what it's supposed to be. So I'd say like this is a really thick pancake batter. That's 10. All right, let's give this a little help here. All right, 39. This should take us to 50 right here. Okay, 50, perfect. We're gonna stir this up. I'm so excited. Within the next week and a half, we should be able to start making some sort of bread. So this will be my first bread that I've ever made in my entire life. I'm gonna tell you, not expecting anything great, but I'm doing it, right? For me, patience and persistence. Patience is not one of my best virtues, let's just be honest. I'm also super proud of myself. I already had these mason jars, and I have not spent any extra money on this besides buying the appropriate flour. So for me, I'm gonna call that a big win, right? Not spending a lot of money on something that I don't even know how it's gonna turn out. Huge win. All right. So here we are. I'm gonna put the lid not on, I just set it on gently. So this is the all-purpose flour starter. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and do and that was a 1:1 ratio. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing here with the whole wheat flour, but I'm gonna use a 1:5 ratio. That means I'm gonna put in 10 grams of starter, 50 grams of water, and 50 grams of, oops, that's too much, and 50 grams of flour. All right, so we're at 50 grams of water. I'm getting better about becoming more efficient about doing this. So I put in my water first. I then put in my flour. And then I take that same spoon. So this is a stainless steel spoon. It's not an aluminum spoon. You can't use aluminum, but you can certainly use stainless steel. Okay, and I'm gonna mix this up. Oh, look at this. I don't know if you can see this. This looks good. It's got lots of air bubbles within it. That means it's active. Okay, I'm gonna stir this up a little bit. I'm loving this. Okay, I'm gonna add in 10 grams of this. Okay, good. That was 10 grams, close to it. Not exactly, but close enough. Okay, I'm gonna get this all stirred in. Loving this. I like the taste of sourdough. I don't know exactly how much of this bread I'm gonna be eating, but I have to tell you, I'm super excited about doing this for my family. I love, we have days around here where we just eat things from the farm. Like we'll have eggs, and then Tucker normally does some sort of garden. So we'll do vegetables from the garden, and then we have pear trees and apple trees. And the days that we just eat things from here, it's the best. I feel like I'm doing so much for my family when that happens. Okay, so this is done, mixed up. What I'm gonna do now is put on the little rubber band to mark where the top of the starter. And if it doubles again tomorrow, that'll be day 2. So fingers crossed. I have a good feeling about this. Okay, has to double for 3 days in a row, and then we can get started with baking. All right, have a great day.